So here we go again. Welcome back. This is exactly how my last video ended. I'm still sitting here and I just pressed stop and then, record again because I needed to split the embellishing process of this journal into two parts. Otherwise, it would have been too long. If you have missed the other part, then you can find it in the playlist linked below this video. This journal is my little typewriter journal, and today is the day where I want to glue my embellishments into this journal. And in the last video we have already started doing that. All of these page tabs and things have found their spots in that video. So as I said, it's linked down below this video in the playlist. And now I want to go on here. I think this would be the perfect tuck spot. So let's only add the glue here. Let's then bring that here into the right place. And just glue it down. And perhaps you are new to my channel, or perhaps you haven't been here for a while or so, and you have missed that. You can find also other videos in that playlist where I show you, for example, how I made this, and some of the other things you will also see in this video. I have pre-made some of the ephemera with the help of some trash and a digital ephemera pack, which is called TYPEWRITER. You can find that in my shop, and the link is also down below in the description box. For example, these little typewriter thingies here, which I included in this whole arrangement, are also part from that ephemera pack. And in the ephemera pack there are also other things, but this whole pack started with the idea of these typewriter page tabs. And then it happened to become something bigger. So it's a really huge set. Also with journaling cards and pockets and so on. This is... Where do you want to go? Oh, okay. You want to go here. Ooh, you want to go here with these little things. That fits really well to this color. And it's really crazy. I mean, when I started this and when I started recording the other video, I mean, in my reality, it's just a few minutes after I have stopped recording the first one, yeah, because in the video I have in the end spontaneously decided to split that into two parts to make the videos not too long. And it's so crazy because before I started this, I had the intention of only one video with embellishing this, and I wanted to give you a flip through of this as well. And then I realized, and this is what I'm thinking right now and why that is so extreme, then I realized that embellishing this takes way more time than I originally thought. And isn't that a little bit crazy, because we have pre-made all of these things and we just need to glue them down, but finding the right spots for these things is time consuming, obviously. I mean, it's not that I didn't know that, but that it takes so much time, to be honest, I haven't expected that. I mean, I enjoy this, yes, and perhaps that is also a reason why it takes so much time. Because when you have these things pre-made, then you obviously want to find nice spots for them, and you want this to look beautiful in the end, and then you automatically, probably automatically spend more time on embellishing something like this. But it's pretty crazy, isn't it? Here something is missing. And if you can tell me, please, why I have put this weird page into the journal. I mean, that is pretty crazy. The color is so weird. Well, and the answer why I did that is pretty easy, because I have made the journal, I think, 1.5 years ago or so. Oh no, this is now the wrong spot for the glue. Why does this always happen to me, that I put the glue in the wrong spot? I made this journal a long time ago from things I had laying around on my desk, and because of that this paper is in here. So I didn't make the journal with the intention of putting this ephemera in here. So this was not planned to become a typewriter themed journal in these colors with the turquoise and this purple, and because of that this page is in there. It's not so good. What can we do here to get a connection to this? I need to do that now, otherwise it will probably drive me crazy. I have some of these tags here. Can we perhaps take one of those? Yeah, and that's already the solution, isn't it? Because with this color here, which is approximately the same like here, we can get the connection. And if we then perhaps additionally take some cracked pistachio oxide ink and a stencil, which is pretty solid, just go over this. Then this could work. Yeah, I think it's okay. Perhaps I will add some pink splatters later here, because these feathers have this pink as well. The purple fits pretty well to the purple on the page on the right, but that pink is probably something I want to have here as well, but not too massive, because this is, I guess, one of the few spots with pink in the whole journal, and I don't want to overload that with pink. I don't want to add another color to my color palette. And perhaps we should also think about some orange, but just the tiniest splatters. But I will do that later, because I don't want to bore you with drying splatters. So then, what do we have then? Let's then take perhaps these bigger journaling cards next, because with these I also have a tiny little problem which I want to solve now. As I said, when I made this journal, I didn't have the intention that this ephemera I made shall go into the journal. To be completely honest, when I started working with my ephemera pack, with this typewriter ephemera pack, I didn't even think that I want to make a journal from those pieces. I just thought I want to use this ephemera pack, I want to do some ideas, I want to see if this or that can work, and I haven't had the intention to make a whole journal. And then, while I was recording those videos, I thought I want to show you examples how that can look in a journal. So I thought, do I have a journal in my shelf which I can use for showcasing that? And I only had a few of these smaller journals which were empty, where that would make sense. So that was the point where I then had these, and then suddenly the journal was on my desk as well. And then suddenly I thought I want to take this journal and make a whole journal, yeah, not only the ephemera. And now I'm facing the problem that, I mean, this is obviously the direction of this journaling card we made in one of the other videos, but it obviously is too wide for a page, if I would edit like so. Of course, I could take this and put that into a pocket or a tuck spot and hide this wonderful focal point there. But does that make sense? Not in my world. So what I was thinking is, can we manipulate these journaling cards in a way that they make sense in this journal and that they fit? And that is what I want to find out. This and this fits pretty well. This is Shabby Shutters Oxide ink. What have we used here? I think a mixture of different colors. I can't remember, but it is also not so important. This fits really, really well. So I would say one possibility to make this work would be to take a paper trimmer. Lift this transparent layer up so that that goes over this thing, or even like so. Because when we then cut this here, we have two very cool things. First, a tuck spot which can go here by just adding the glue here and here. A second ago I said, oh, this color fits so well to this, and I still think that. I mean, nothing has changed about this color. But how to do that? Let's first turn this into a tag by cutting the corners off here. Oh, perhaps we should ink this edge as well, where we've just cut it. And then let's see if we have a pocket which we can glue to this page, where the tag can then go in. This way we wouldn't see the connection to the color so well anymore. But what if we turn the tag upside down and use a smaller pocket? This is pretty cool. I will do it like so that it can't get glued accidentally there, because the glue is obviously not dry yet, and then we can later on put it in there completely. So then let's go on with the other cards. When I made this, I really enjoyed that this transparent wing goes over this piece of the masterboard. So I obviously don't want to cut it here like the other thing we've just done. I'm just thinking if I can use this on the cover. Let's let's perhaps save this for later. Because what I was thinking would work with this as well somehow. Let's see. What if we take this and do what the material wants to do? Meaning this is coming up, this is glued down here, it is what it is. But perhaps that wants to tell us that it wants to be folded like so. Why not? And then if we now would, oh no, okay, this wants to fall off. I have no idea why. Okay, that is not so good because I really like this. But let's just fix this little problem. Where is my stapler? Let's just staple in here. Because obviously my glue didn't work for this kind of material. This is a sticker and I left this this backing of the sticker there to make my life easier, but obviously the glue was not strong enough. But can we perhaps think about attaching this like so, but probably on a smaller page. This transparency is pretty sturdy. It may peek out here, the sticker as well, this thing as well, but this die cut layer is pretty fragile, even if it's cut from watercolor paper. But I want to make sure that the die cut layer is in the journal and not peeking out. How do we do that? We do that by folding the page like so, turning this into a tuck spot by adding glue here and here. Then we have the possibility to tuck tiny things in there, and it doesn't make the page so stiff. Then we take this, decide for the position, we take more glue, put that here and here, and also here and here. So that we then can glue this here. And now this white layer, the die cut layer, is not peeking out and it's protected by the other pages. And now we have a pocket here and here and a nice thing here. And what I just saw is this. Because of the folding, I mean, we can see that this is the second part of this card now, but this looks a little bit weird and this looks a little bit weird, right? But I can also see that here is something really cool going on, because if we take this and then let's glue that here to this edge, like this. Oh, and I think I have something which could be perfect for this. because I was thinking about making here another arrangement that looks like a butterfly. And by coincidence, oh, I have these. My freak is really, oh, yeah, that fits way better. This color is not so nice for here, but this fits way better. This thing is stamped with what? Can't even remember. And then embossed with, wait, still have it here. Don't want to talk something which is not true. Peeled paint embossing glaze. And the other layer of the butterfly has something transparent here as well. This is stamped on the rest of my overhead transparency, which I had left over here from cutting out the butterflies we've used for this. And if I now take this and glue this down here, then that area looks really interesting, I think. And we have another butterfly here. This now fits to this color-wise. The wing layer on the printable is a really nice addition, and from the back it's white here, but oh, you can't see it, I'm sorry, but I think that is okay, because then we can see this also even better. Perhaps I will ink that up later a little bit, but for the moment I will leave it like it is. But I want to staple this here. Okay, that is good. What an operation, but I would say very successful operation. And this, somehow I have the feeling that I want to cut that in half. But I can't see if I then still like it. Yeah, why not? This would make sense. But, and then if we cut it in half, we could take one half and put that to the edge of a page like so. But to be honest, I like this here, how this turned out, way better than just cutting it in half. That feels so weird and boring. Ooh. Let's try something else. Why are we here? We are definitely not here to do boring things, because that is, of course, personal interpretation, what is boring and what not, but I want to try new things. So let's take it like so. I need to put it into the middle of this thing because this is in the way otherwise. And I want to cut this pretty close to this thing. I wish this would work so well with this blue, but I would need to cover up that thing. I think we need to make the next operation. And that is exactly, I mean, perhaps you have seen the other video, the one before this one. There you have seen me gluing some of these page tabs, not completely down here, for exactly this reason, that you can tuck something behind here if it's not glued down completely. And this makes way more sense, like so, obviously, when this part of the page tab is over this, than if it would be like so, because then I would cover up the whole page tab, or nearly the whole page tab, at least the part I want to have the colors here, because you look, this turquoise is in here, and I want to have this little thing there visible. So let's destroy it to make it beautiful. We put this not to the very bottom of this page because of this color matches perfectly with that. Then we hold this in place. Take a sip of the cold junk journal medicine. Don't freak out. And then I try to get the corner here. And tear this off. Shall we leave this edge white? I think it's a little bit too extreme, even if here is white, but where is my hickory smoke? This was already nearly empty, and I have just added a little bit of water in here so that I could get the rest of the spray out. Oh, it's still pretty intense. Try to get this page tab part in between of the transparency and the rest. It needs to be something else. It can't be an animal like this. It needs to be something else. Something perhaps round. These little guys come from the typewriter ephemera pack as well. This needs to be way more abstract. I'm really having a hard time here at the moment, and I will tell you why. My camera says I'm already recording 38 minutes. Whew! Holy cow. I know that there are many of you who appreciate those longer videos, and also that I extremely explain what's going on in my brain. But I also understand that there are some people who say that is totally too much for me. It's too much explaining thoughts. I'm sorry, just wanted to grab these little buttons here. And oh, what do we have here? These are left from my chameleon journal, and I just remember that I have them there. I totally get when some of you say what you explain is nice, but it's too much. I just want to know what you do. I just want to see the pages. I just want to hear, I glue this here, I glue that there, and then my page is finished. I totally get that. There's nothing wrong with the wish for those videos. But for me, it's like a little war in my head between what is that? We do what the material tells us, okay? It's a little war between what I want to do for you and what I can do for you. Because on the one hand, I want to fulfill your wishes. Of course, I mean, why are we here? If I don't want to listen to you and to what you want to see here, then I could close my channel and just craft for myself and don't share that, yeah? And of course, I want to inspire you. I want to give you the things you want to see. But on the other hand, no. On this point, I have two parts of my community. Those who say, I appreciate those extremely long and detailed videos where she shares every single piece of her thoughts and where she puts her brain from the inside to the outside. And I so appreciate you if you belong to that group of people. And on the other hand, there are those who I also appreciate, who say, I want a quick video, I want a quick inspiration, and then I want to run to my desk and do that. I totally get that. That is the one difficult thing. And the other difficult thing is that I sometimes need what I'm doing here, meaning I need these explanations for myself. For example, the thing with this, I could have gone into way more detail. Why I have put this here, why it makes sense for me on this page tab, why it was good to pre-make these page tabs, why I haven't put this to another page, and so on. And I just realized that I don't want to say that in this video to make the video not too long. And that is somehow a little bit some kind of a problem, but there would be a solution. And because of that solution, I have the following question, but I needed to explain what my problem is before I ask the question. Otherwise, you would think, why is she asking that? So my question would be, who would be interested in something like junk journal classes which go into the extremest details you could imagine, meaning making a journal like this from scratch, including digitals and I just wanted to say other trash. Excuse me, please. Digitals and trash, junk from your trash can or so, whatever materials, but definitely digitals. But what I'm trying to say is a class which shows how I make my journals from scratch, and at the same time, because I do that on my channel, I show you I have series on my channel where I started from scratch and where I show you every single detail, but probably not in that extreme detailed way I'm talking about right now. Because what I want to know is, do you want to have a junk journal class with those crazily extreme details? That would mean that would need to be a paid class, otherwise I couldn't manage that time-wise and also, effort-wise. That wouldn't be possible if it was for free. It would just not be possible for me to manage that. But I want to know if that is something you would be interested in. And please, tell me your honest opinion. It doesn't help if you write a comment and say, yes, I want to have that. And then when it's there, you don't want it anymore because you just said yes because of, because you wanted to be kind or so. Please only write yes if you would really be interested in something like that. And if you write no, then please tell me why not or so, yeah, if you want. If you think, no, I'm not interested, please write no to the comments anyway. Yeah, please answer this question in any case, so that I can get somehow something from you which tells me if I shall think about something like that further or not. That would be really, really appreciated if you could answer me that question. And obviously, if you would say no now, if you would say yes, I'm interested, you are not signing something, yeah? I mean, you can then later on still decide, of course, if the theme of the class is something you want to have or not, yeah? If you say, yes, I'm interested, of course, I will not force you to buy anything later. I just want to have your opinion, and that would also help me to figure out how to, yeah, go on with this kind of like problem. I just had to grab this clamp. This problem of having two parts of this community, but I also want to, where's this triangle now? Oh, here. I also want to clarify that I say problem because I don't have another English word for this phenomenon. Let's call it a phenomenon, okay? Because it is not really a problem, but at the same time it is a problem, because I don't want to bore you with things you're not interested in. And on the other hand, if I, make short videos and say, here, let's glue this here, that there, then some of you will be disappointed. Others would get exactly what they want, and yeah, some of you would be disappointed. And of course, I want to make nice content here, and I want to try to find a solution for this problem, which works for all of us. And that's the intention of this question. That is probably a little bit too much. Yup. What do we think about this? This turned out so purple, even if the printable is not purple. I mean, this butterfly is obviously also from the typewriter ephemera pack, but this is printed on overhead transparency, and I did something wrong with my printer somehow. Don't even know exactly what. And when I printed to the overhead transparency, it turned out so crazily purple. But here with this paper, it fits. And if we would have, is that too big? Louise, it doesn't always need something on top. I think I like it as it is, because with the green it's weird. I will do some splattering and tiny details here. Look what I have laying around here, and go on until it's bulky enough to be called finished. And then you will see a flip through of this journal. I'm really hoping that this could give you some inspiration, and I'm really, really looking forward to your answers to my little questions. And I already want to say thank you for taking the time to answer those questions, because that is really, really important, and that, yeah, brings our community and this channel perhaps to, I don't want to say another level, but, making things more smooth somehow and bringing more sense into the things or so. So thank you already for that, and I'm really looking forward to what you have to say. So have a great day and see you the next time. Bye bye.